Hey, what's happening, YouTube? It's John coming at you from the garage this morning. You want to know what Americans are really good at? Americans are really good at asking for permission. They start training you young. When you're in school, if you want to go potty, you have to raise your hand and say, "Excuse me, teacher, can I go to the potty?" And she might even issue you a hall pass. She might grant you the permission to use your bodily functions. If you want to ask a question, "Can I ask a question?" Maybe the teacher will get around to you because we can't get around to everybody's question. But you still have to raise your hand and ask for permission to ask the question. When you get older, you want to drive a car, you have to ask for permission from the DMV, and there's a fee associated with that. Now you're paying to ask for permission. And when you get married, even though I never really understood the government's business in my bedroom, you ask for permission and get a marriage license. And there's a fee associated with that. When you want to go shoot a deer on lands that are owned by the federal government, which is your lands, because we are the people, we are the government, you have to ask for permission. And then you go, "I think I want to go fishing." Well, I better get a license, I better ask for permission to go and catch a fish. And that's what we do our whole lives, is ask for permission. And then when this big government entity does something that we don't like, we actually go ask for permission to protest. We actually go ask for permission and probably pay a fee again to go ask if we could stand outside of your building and yell at you while you don't listen to us. How foolish is that? So I think it's time that we stopped asking permission. I think it's time that we stopped doing things that we don't have to do anymore. Because we all like to say we're awake, and we all always see that Matrix reference, you know, I took the red pill, you know. But we never get to the next part of the movie. After Neo takes the red pill, he wakes up in the real world, and then they put him back in the Matrix, in the test Matrix, and what happens? They say, "Jump from this building to that building." And he can't do it. You know why? Because he hasn't freed his mind yet. And that's what we need to do. We need to free our mind and understand that this is all bogus. The system is bullshit. Money isn't real, and we don't have to use it anymore. Or at least we don't have to use it for what they keep saying we need to use it for. If you want to break the machine using money, then you have to break the machine with their money. And there's two ways you can break a machine. You can run it out of its fuel, or you can just use it until it breaks. Force it to work, like redlining the engine on a car until the engine seizes up. Well, we are both of those. We have the power to do both of those things. We can redline the car and take the gas away and blow the engine completely to hell. But you have to be willing to free your mind. We have to be willing to be the change. People keep sending me these videos about being the change. We are change. Gandhi was the change. Be the change that you want to see. Well, then let's start being the change. And here's how you start being the change. Stop paying your credit card. Period. When they call you up and say, "Where's our money?" instead of debating them, say, "Oh, I'm glad you called. Can you please send me a receipt for my portion of the bailout that we gave to you, the taxpayers, you know?" Because last time I heard it was something like $60,000 per person in the country. Well, my family has 4 people in it. So that's $240,000 that I've paid to you credit card companies and bankers in taxes to bail you out. Well, I don't owe $240,000, so it seems to me that you owe me money. And then you hang the phone up. Because who gives a shit about your credit rating? We know that's bogus too. That's just an arbitrary number. They won't tell us how it's calculated, so who cares? Now you started to take gas out of the machine. And you've started, not only have you started to take gas out of the machine, but now you've also started to redline the engine because they have to allocate resources to chase you down, to try to get their money. And then you do it with other stuff, your home too. Stop paying on the mortgage if you're upside down. Because you're literally just giving these bankers more of your money. So stop paying it. Be the change. Because then they have to allocate resources to foreclose upon you. And if they eventually get to it, you just go rent a house or an apartment or whatever and pay cash. Because you have a bunch. Because you're not paying your credit cards or your mortgage. And if you're going to stay in your house, stop paying your water bill. Because the stuff that's coming through your water line is fit for only one thing, to crap in. It is loaded with fluoride. And not just sodium fluoride like they say, but literally toxic waste from the phosphorus mining industries in Florida. We know that. You shouldn't even be bathing in it, let alone paying for it. And when they come to shut your water off, they're going to send a little man in a truck, and he's going to go to that little box, the little metal round thing outside your front yard. He's going to unscrew a bolt, maybe two, take off the cover, stick a wrench down there, and turn the valve off. And then he's going to get in his car and drive away. And then you get in your car and go to the hardware store and you buy one of those wrenches. It's the same one that they use to turn on sprinkler systems. And you go in there, unscrew a couple bolts, and turn it back on. And tell the water system, the water company, I'll start paying for my water when you stop poisoning it. When it stops tasting and smelling like Clorox. And then if you have gas to your house, you do the same thing. You stop paying your gas bill. And they're going to send a man in a little truck. And he's going to turn it off. And he's going to put a lock on it. And then you're going to get in your car and you're going to drive to the hardware store and you're going to buy a big ass pair of bolt cutters. And you're going to come home and you're going to crack that lock off and throw it in the trash and turn your gas back on. And he'll tell the gas company, I'm going to keep doing that until you disclose what those secret energy talks were during the Bush administration that raised my rates so much. I've already paid my gas bill in tax dollars. And then you're going to do it to the power company for the same reason. And they're going to come and they're going to shut your power off and put a lock on it, and you're going to repeat. Or put an ad on Craigslist and pay an electrician to come and do it under the table because they need work. If you live in St. Louis, I recommend Mackay Electric. That's how you break the machine. That is how you break the machine. And you tell everybody about it. You tell all your friends, all of your awake friends, stop feeding the machine. And when tax time comes around, well, you should really do this now. You should really just go down to your HR if you got a job and refile your W-2 or 4 or whatever it is, and tell them, I'm not going to pay any taxes. I'll handle that myself. And then when tax time comes around, don't file your taxes. And you're gonna say, well, they're gonna come after me for taxes. But once again, you're now redlining the machine because thousands upon millions of people will stop paying their taxes and already have. So why are you paying yours? That's how you break the machine. We need to stop asking for permission. We are free. This is our country. They have cheated us at every turn and charged us all kinds of money because that's like their fuel. And by not providing them their fuel, you're going to make their engines work harder.